So let's now move into NAIMOS. Because the police, the IGP, has directed the CID Headquarters to take over investigation into the attack on NAIMOS director and his team at Hwidiem. We understand the Asutifi North MP has been invited because on Sunday, according to report, he incited a mob against the NAIMOS officials. And so that should be done now. He is also explaining or telling his side of the issue. He says that on November 1, 2025, whilst en route to a funeral at Acherinsua in the Asutifi South constituency, I inquired from Honorable Collins Dauda, the MP for the Asutifi South constituency, whether he was available so we could move together. Then he says, Honorable Dauda indicated that he is currently not in the country, so I could represent him. Upon reaching Hwidiem, I realized there was a tension in town, so I inquired, and I was told there was a military operation going on at a gold extraction site. I quickly called back Honorable Dauda to inform him of the development. He asked me to go to the site to enable him speak with a team to ascertain what was going on, because one of the assembly members who he sent wasn't, I'm sure you wanted to say, wasn't able to speak to the military team. Upon reaching the site with my constituency vice chairman and driver, I introduced myself to the leader and asked he speaks to the person on the phone. Having arrived at the place, I saw some youth at the site, whilst others gradually massed up. The only advice I could give was for us to move to the police station to officially make a statement and subsequently hand over items and suspects to the police to calm tensions. Upon reaching the police station, it was seen that major road had been blocked, preventing vehicular movement. Together with the military, regional police crime officer, NIB operatives, Kenyasi police commander, we all remained in the police charge office whilst statements were being taken. I went further to call in the Zongo chief of Hwidiem to assist us in calming the situation, and he came. Having finalized the handing over of items to the regional crime office, the Zongo chief volunteered to pick the military officers into his Toyota Sequoia vehicle because the pickup of the military had been tampered with. Then he continues to say that the Toyota vehicle of the Zongo chief had 8 glasses smashed. So basically trying to tell his side of the story. But how do we take on this? Or how do we ensure that we get to the bottom of this particular development with NAIMOS and the operations at Hwidiem, for example?
Yeah, thank you very much, my brother. You see, the minister is doing a good job now. And from what we are seeing, it looks like some party members are undermining the good works of the minister. And their actions are sabotaging the willingness of the president to address these galamsey issues and disgracing their NDC party. If you look at the names that came up, the Asutifi North MP and Alhaji Collins Dauda. In fact, yesterday I was sad.
Why were you sad?
Yeah, because hearing the name like Collins Dauda, who has been minister, who is a senior member of the party, giving some orders to the MP to go to the site and stop the NAIMOS operations.
From what I read, it didn't say stop.
Oh, they stopped them. Yeah. They even removed the handcuff from their hands.
But the MP, Collins Dauda, according to what we've read, did not ask him to go and stop it.
But he asked him to do what?
I am not in the constituency, so I want to ascertain what's happening. He's the MP of the area. If there's a commotion in the constituency and a colleague MP, let's say Bataglia, calls him that, Honorable, I am in your constituency, I've charged upon attention. And the MP says, I am not there. I've sent someone to find out what's happening. He's not being spoken to. So let me speak to the commander to understand what's happening. I'm not sure that statement alone indicts Collins Dauda to say he's been involved in the whole thing.
So when they were attacking the NAIMOS commander and his people, what did
MP do?
Yeah, the MP say?
Collins Dauda
and the one there.
The one that
both of them.
He tried. That's why he said in his statement he called the Zongo chief because he knows the people to try and calm the tensions. And we understand, according to the police, the Zongo chief was able to calm tensions. So, what wrong did the MP commit?
So, did you also read the statement by the minister? Because I have
police,
yes, and the police.
Okay.
Well, at this point, I would say they are investigating.
Yeah.
Let them continue the investigations. But we also attack.
Yeah.
We all saw them smashing cars and all that. Yes. So they should deal with them.
Yeah. So
whether they are,
the visuals are
around. So because now we all know that Wuntumi is standing trial.
Yeah.
Because of a similar incident that happened when they were in power. Nobody talk about it. There will be a day that
not necessarily a similar, because they didn't attack the police and so on.
They attacked the forest.
Illegal mining. They are just there because of illegal mining. That's the reason he's in court today, not an assault. He's in court because he has been charged for mining illegally. Today he will be in court, even today. Today is forthright.
So were these guys also mining illegally?
Yes.
Were these guys also mining illegally?
Yes, and they also had to attack the...
Good. So if I say it's similar...
it's not the same, but similar.
It's not the same, but similar. That's why I use the word similar, but not the same. Anyway, they should do... You see the way they were even hitting the military guys for police to protect them. I've never seen it before. I've never seen it before. So, you know, one thing that I will say is, when you are in power, try and do the right thing, so that when you are no more in power, you can sleep without any problems. Now, NAIMOS is trying to address these Galamsey issues. In fact, when I toured the 5 northern regions last 2 weeks, I had a lot of stuff, but I've done a summary and sent it to the minister alone to take action. That one I will not discuss it here. There are a lot of things going on that some Chinese guys, I'm even not bothered about the Ghanaians. The foreigners who are polluting our water bodies, degrading our lands, while some Ghanaians are behind them. And when they arrest them, they just deport them. My brother, if you go and see the devastations, I don't know if any of you have gone to the field, like the way I've been on the field several times, you will shock. And most of these Chinese guys, there are some politicians behind them. This man knows, you know, everybody knows. It's not.
He knows better. No?
So you are admitting you know.
Everybody knows. If you tell me you don't know, then you are lying.
But he knows better, you know.
You see,
the
president is willing to address this matter. But one thing we all should know is, all the political parties, some members are doing this small-scale mining. Right. Some are legitimate small-scale miners. Some are illegal miners. Okay. But the bottom line is, one minute, both the legitimate and the illegal miners, they all pollute water bodies and degrade lands. When I went to the tour, the 5-day tour, they confessed that yes, but we need to get the procedures, practical procedures, where we can work without polluting water bodies and degrade. That is what the government should focus on. And that is what the minister is trying to...
And that can be done.
That can be done.
You have the techniques.
Why not? Okay. That can be done. So let's support the government. It's not about MPP or NDC. We are all drinking, you know,
water.
So let's all support the government to succeed in this.
All right. Thank you. Well,
he's been waiting for this.
I've been waiting. I think when I listened to the report, to be very honest, when I saw the video yesterday, I was completely shattered. Yeah. Because, you see, they were in a police station. And according to the report, the police station was not safe for military people. This is a police station. The district police command, not really any small police station. Then they said the place is not conducive for military people. Then you and I, what will happen? Now, when you see the video, when the Zongo chief even brought the car, Look at how they are beating them.
They
are still beating them till they enter.
The
You see civilian. I have never seen a civilian beating a military person before. I have never. In a police station. And look at how they smash the back. You see, when I saw the statement by the MP, I looked at it and I laughed. Because you see, when you tell me that Collins Dauda, you saw it, you were going and you saw some people there and you called the MP and he asked you that go and speak to the people and you went there and you spoke to them and so on. After that, you moved to the police station. That is not a fact because you had Erastus Asaredonko saying something different. According to Erastus, the MP stood there for 2 hours and was haggling with them to remove the handcuff from the boys.
Yep. Or from the video.
Yeah.
Yes. From the boys, he said he was haggling with them to remove it before he was able to bring in some people. According to the police, he mobilized 600 people to come there and attack them. This is the statement by the police. Paragraph 4 of the police statement is saying that the MP brought in 600 mobs to come to the police station to attack the police station and make sure that they take all the things that were seized by them. Again, Collins Dauda cannot tell me that he called an assemblyman. You are an MP, honorable. If there is something happening in the district capital, because Bronikrom is just a stone throw, it's just within Hwidiem, I know the place. If something is happening, the first person you call is not assemblyman, you call the DCE. The first person is the district capital. Hwidiem is the district capital, and the district is there. The DCE is there, who is the DISEC chairman. So the first person to call is the district security chairman, who is the DCE, who is even an NDC person. You don't go for an MP from a different place to come and do that.
He says the MP was on his way to a funeral.
So, according to Collins Dauda, before the MP called him, he received some calls from the constituents. Mm-hmm. And he called an assemblyman to go and speak to the NAIMOS commander. And they refused to speak to the assemblyman. So that was when he deployed the MP to go there. Don't forget that these are just adjoining constituencies. Mm-hmm. The MP could have moved within 10 minutes to get to the place from Kenyasi. It will be easier for him to move and get to the place. And again, what he's saying that he saw roadblocks and so on, Erastus, who is an independent person, who is an award-winning journalist, is saying that he got there and was haggling with them to remove the handcuffs that they had done. Yep. They had handcuffed the people. Again, yesterday he spoke to Asempa FM. And on Asempa, he confirmed that before he left the police station, all the items seized by the police were given to the guys. This is what he told Asempa yesterday. So this government is an enabler of Galamsey.
I see.
Because you see, this is the first time we are hearing that MPs are directly involved in our win. The chiefs there organized press conference, slaughtered the sheep, and ostracized Oscar Oforilabi, and said that they don't need him there because he has been giving concessions to the Galamseyers in a forest reserve and was taking them 200,000 cedis. Have you heard anything about it since they did that press conference? Yamin and Abanga were accused of doing that. They said, oh, we have asked Yoko to invite them. This is about 6 months that the president asked Yoko to invite them. We have not heard anything from Yoko. Now there are MPs, there are DCs who are alleged to have been involved in Galamsey. So nothing has happened. Now today, this is what we are seeing. The people entrusted to go and really make sure that they rid forest with these people are being beaten in a police station to the extent that they had to reach an agreement that they should move from the police station because the police station was not safe. But the Kenya's mining site will be safer for them because that is where they were moved to. So that is why we're looking at it, because if they are not emboldened enough, these are constituency executives. For all you know, they are constituency executives. That's why they were emboldened enough to go to the police station to attack military people in a police station.
Our constituency executives are not 600. The police is 600.
I'm saying that those who have, I'm sure the story will come up. Those who were handcuffed, that the MP was haggling with the NAIMOS people to be able to remove it.
You are talking about.
Exactly. Okay. These are the people. So they went out, mobilized the people, came there, and threatened to burn the police station. So if police station is not safe for a military man, then as a civilian, what will happen to me? Ghana is not safe for some most of them.
Let me bring in a lead anti-Galamsey campaigner, Senyor Hosi, who's been part of those citizens who've been campaigning seriously against against Galamsey. Grateful to you, sir, for joining us. Now, with what happened in Hwidiem, I mean, what hope do you have in the fact that we can win this fight against Galamsey? Do I still have Senyor Hosi on the line? Mr. Hosi, do I have you?
I'm here. Good morning, Grace.
Good morning. So first of all, give me your how you took the Hwidiem incident and what's your level of hope in us winning the fight against Galamsey from that particular development?
Oh, I think this is just the perfect test of whether the President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has the political will to fight Galamsey or not. This is the biggest test. It's the biggest test. The President coming to office rightly said that he needed to deal with the kingpins and not the small boys. Yes. And I agree with him on that strategically. He killed the snake at the head, not be just chipping off the scale. So I agree with him. And it's been 10 months. We have not seen the kingpin yet. These are the kingpins, Mr. President. These are your kingpins. His ability to deal with his own people will be a sign of his real commitment. When he fails at that point, you should know the fight against Galamsey has failed. And Mr. President had no intent to fight Galamsey. If this particular matter, he can't deal with it ruthlessly to send the right signal to his own people, then there's no hope. At that point, we'll take our decision and we'll regain control of this fight by forcing those who we have voted for to do the right thing. What is at stake is the future of our children and our children's children.
So Senyor, what do you want the president? Okay, all right.
The future of our statehood. Mm-hmm. We have time and time again mentioned the issue about the security risk. This increasingly posing. If NAIMOS, led by the army, can be so disregarded and so not feared, and people can counterfight them, and we can mobilize people, mobs, to almost lynch them, then it tells you the state in which we are in. We are gradually becoming a lawless state because of Galamsey. And His Excellency the President cannot sit by and watch this country lose its own statehood, chip by chip, space by space, and claim to be president. No. No. This is a major risk, Grace. Major risk. People don't fear our soldiers anymore. We all grew up and we understood what it means to be in that army uniform. When people lost faith in the police, we still kept faith to the army. So if we can't respect our police, we can't respect our army, what's going to happen next?
Yeah.
Think deep about what I'm saying. And you will see that just a matter of time we become a stateless state. We are increasingly becoming a failed state. So His Excellency the President, this is your perfect time to show your commitment to this fight, to show your leadership.
So I want
for the first time, show your might constructively. Otherwise, you come out as weak and leaderless.
So, Mr. Hosi, I wanted to find out from you what exactly you want the president to do in this instance.
Grace, the MPs have been cited, the kingpins showed up, His Excellency the President is the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. He has absolute executive power. And you want to be asking me what he should be doing? If he can't show that he is a president, am I the one to show him that he's a president?
A help.
By this money, he should have rounded up all these people. Summon them. Make sure those MPs are arrested. Make sure every one of those people who were mentioned, who have been identified and confirmed by the police and the NAIMOS boss, are arrested ruthlessly. Make sure they are arrested in handcuffs with the screens showing them. He should be there and walk up there to those cells and tell them his peace of mind. And let his people know that he's not entertaining any nonsense in the name of party faithfuls. John Mahama is not standing for re-election. If he cannot give a legacy for himself and for his family, then he's not fit to be president. And that's not the man I know. He's a man who wants to leave a legacy. And I want to count on that knowledge of him, that faith I have in him, that he will surely do that thing. We shouldn't be waiting another 24 hours and have these idiots parading as politicians, still working on this piece. They should be summoned and immediately arrested. Please, those who showed their face, Colin Dowder, everybody that he was talking. They are linked to Colin Dowder. The ones you can confirm for sure. Your whole, you spent, look, the commander-in-chief sends a directive and sends a head of his army, one of the senior officers of his army, to represent him on the field. And people try to lynch it. It's equal to trying to lynch the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces on a national mission that the president used to count 10% across. Are you not aware that would have had a major aluta by now?
Yeah.
The only reason it never happened is because he called us to the Flagstaff House for us to come and hear his NAIMOS story. And we all believed him. And if you send the whole Kenabua and you show us all those things that he was doing, and you see people come and almost lynch him, that should tell you that the people are ready to lynch you, commander-in-chief, because they don't respect you. It's time for them to see that you are the commander-in-chief. Let them feel your power. Because what is at stake is your legacy. What is at stake is the future of this country. What is at stake is actually the legitimacy of your own leadership.
Well, so the police say they have invited the MP to assist in investigations.
They shouldn't be inviting anybody. They arrest that damn idiot. They arrest him. How can you have a whole kennel sitting there taking action and you come and you are giving instructions and seeking keys from them to unlock people? Everybody saw it. Who are these boys who end up coming into parliament? Who are they? Who are they? Who are they? Who are these young boys get Galamsey body find themselves in parliament? Who are they? Honorable what? Honorable nothing. I don't know. These other people expect them giving any respect to. The president has embarrassed you, His Excellency the President. Has embarrassed your party. If the NDC is a serious party, it should actually be commissioned an immediate investigation. Somebody is saying they're really removing the guy from office. You can't carry the name of the party Congress and still be carrying and behaving like this. You can't. The NDC, it is a test. General Mosquito wants to be president. It is no secret. If, Mr. Chairman, you can't show leadership, you are not fit to be president tomorrow. Don't even try. Me, myself, I'll deal with you where I find you. Meanwhile, you are my friend too. If Julius Zebra, who also wants to be president, will sit at the place as a chief of staff and watch this, it is my brother. He is my brother. We find the place where we meet ourselves. What are you talking about? This guy has denigrated His Excellency the President, has practically insulted the commander-in-chief of this country, has brought into disrepute your party, the National Democratic Congress, which is small. It will fight Galamsey ruthlessly. And you set up a whole machinery. And I'm telling you, I'm aware, His Excellency the President summoned his people early days and warned them, told him that he's going to take action. This all stop anyone who is inside. He did that. I'm aware. Those who were for the meeting told me. So the president has sent his directives clear. The party has sent his directive officially clear. Look at what the deputy general secretary said. Bandit, what did Bandit tell the NAIMOS people? that the person who sent you is His Excellency the President, the Commander-in-Chief. There's nobody bigger than that guy. One said the same thing. Honorable Ivanova said the same thing. The person who sent you is the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. He's the President. He's the biggest man in the country. So if anybody tells you that some big man, tell that big man that the biggest man has sent you. So I cannot listen to that any other big man. They took all this and people can come and disrupt it. They are disrupting the staff or Jubilee House, whichever house you want to call it. The state of president has been degraded by what has happened. And if the president can't see it, he won't. That MP should not be working. I don't know his name, sir. That MP who joined the squad to try and stop the NAIMOS, all the president has to do is take and make a call to Kenabua. Is this fact true? It's true. Finish this guy. Finish him. And the party must sack that guy from the party. Remove him from parliament. The NDC will soon win that same place.
You want him to be removed? Can they actually remove him as the MP? Yeah.
Absolutely. Who told you they can? Doesn't he represent the party? Go look at the constitution. If you try and leave the party, you see if the party forces you to leave, what will happen? Who are you going to represent? You'll be out.
Okay.
Their legitimacy sitting there only to the extent that they remain members of their party. If they are removed as members of their party, what will happen to them? Who are they? Who are these boys? These boys, who are they? What have they seen in life? Apart from these criminal acts, what meaningful things have they done? What is it that they've done legitimately? All of us are struggling. Teachers are struggling to build life for their children. Nurses are struggling. Doctors are struggling to even reach an end. People are trying to build legitimate life. Businessmen are trying to pay people legitimately. Then you are destroying the future of future because you call your honorable. I don't want to use anymore. Honorable voice.
Senor, so do you have a timeline within which you think?
I have to call on Speaker Badu.
Okay.
The more he continues to sit back and just pass one or two comments, the more he himself is embarrassing his own legacy.
Who sent this to me?
Because Babi must start taking advantage of this thing and show the real might that we know he has. We cannot be sitting there and be doing this and watching these things. We petitioned him about our win. Have they responded to our petition? What has Parliament itself done? When we petitioned him about our win MP. Now this one is not traditional leaders sitting down and then saying something. This is happening live. There are videos to it. There are witnesses to it. What will Parliament do about this? Will Parliament take responsibility and start sanctioning? Even if the executive will fail. This country is failing. All the arms of government are willfully failing because they are all being clouded by money. This is the real test to show that they don't intend to be failing.
Okay.
It can't get clearer than this. The president's authority has been brought into disrepute and has been brought into question. His legitimacy has been brought into question by his own people. If he can take action on his own people, can you imagine what's going to happen to the MPC Galanteers? They better take cover. This is the time to send the story right. And there's no better time. If he misses it, we should have created a great disservice to this country.
So, I mean, I can see the passion with which you are speaking this morning.
Master, passion. Poison. Deep poison.
Yeah.
People are eating poison. You are saying passion. People are drinking poisoned water because they can't come and afford the imported water and the belacos we have in Accra. People are struggling. People are dying. People are giving birth to aliens. People with six toes and all that, with a part of their body not there, one arm, half limbed. People are dying, and you think it's passing.
Well, maybe I didn't find the right word to describe you, but I wanted to find out from you, from this, is there a period within which, after which, if you don't see that action you are looking for, you and your group may probably, react to this?
You think that's me and my group? You yourself, you think you won't join? If you don't join,
I'll join.
You won't have to go.
Why won't I join him? I'll join him. This is a national fight, so I'll join him.
Every Ghanaian has to go. It's not me and my group. Every Ghanaian has to rise. Because where we are right now, if we don't have leaders, then we have to fight for ourselves. That is where it is.
Okay.
If we don't have leaders, then we have to fight for ourselves. If it means fighting for ourselves, we mean those who have voted, going there to disrupt them to get up and act, we'll do it. What is this? The people are holding guns. Look, if this small Hwidiem, me, I know Hwidiem. I partly grew up in Mem and Gosu. I know Hwidiem. I've sold things there. I know Hwidiem. If this Hwidiem town can come together and stop, bring a whole army platoon to a halt, and police people will be begging them. Then I don't know if the people, the Ghana State people, when they organize themselves fully with their guns, with their automatic rifles that now they are acquiring, I don't know whether we will actually still have a country. It won't be long, we'll become Sierra Leone, which was doing blood diamonds, very soon. We are playing with the things small by small, but this is what is going to happen.
Okay. All right. I'm grateful to you, Senyor, for speaking to us this morning.
Thank you.
Senyor Hosi is a lead and a campaigner against Galamsey. Well, let me come into the studio. I think I was going to come to you, Honorable Batagle, on this.
Yeah, thank you.
Senyor says the president has to show that he is the commander-in-chief and get, and act on this. And he's even saying that your party can disband these two MPs.
No. You see, we operate within the confines of laws. And as much as I appreciate...
So I think the right word is dismember, right? You take them out of the party.
But until they are found guilty, you cannot take such decisions. But I think I admire the passion of our brother and many other stakeholders who are in this field. Clearly, what we are experiencing further exposes the danger in which we sit on. As a country, things happen and we so suddenly forget. Some few years down the line, even around Bole, the same thing. I think a military man was shot dead by an unknown assailant because when they were going with the dissect team to go fight the same problem around Bole, that we have the dollar power angle. Some years back, his military man, when he got out of the car, he was shot dead. Several other people were injured. We saw the stories of late Major Mama. Unfortunate incident. It happened in this country. It's telling us that no. The Constitution emphasizes this. As per Article 41, indicated that all of us have a role to play, including the community. It means that the fight is not just people sitting on top. It involves almost everybody. To the extent that when the people came, they mobbed up, they were looking for one person's younger chief. It meant that they are stakeholders, that when we are able to identify them properly, we will deal with some of these issues. It's true, sometimes it can be so annoying, we can be frustrated, but we need to be able to bring minds together to handle this issue. Time has come, myself and I was sitting down here, we've been exposed badly as politicians on this. The only time we can become more relevant to Ghanaians is when we come together as a people to deal with some of these issues. To me, I have concluded by saying that my friend Eben, the MP, I was just ended by trying to say that maybe he found himself at the wrong place at the wrong time. It's just like me and Mohammed Sukaro. He's from West, I'm from Sisala East. Assuming I'm traveling to Sisala West, an incident like that happened. Because I'm just thinking somebody will move from from north to south to mobilize 600 people. Sometimes it's quite difficult. But this, our youth. It has become an entitled thing. They even think that that's a source of survival. It has become an entitlement. We are fighting among our people. And even this, I think Erastus also made it clear that we must also put on record that these gentlemen were not caught at what? The forest area. They had a particular place. And I think initial movement of the NAIMOS team was not even going there. They were going somewhere and I think they spotted them. But unfortunately, the MP found himself this. I think that he should respond to the call, make sure that he states the issues as they are. The right investigation should be taking place. Even now that we are fighting against the top people, it also shows that we can no longer hide the people. And that's a good thing for me. I am happy that they are calling the president, but clearly, it's not even just the president. Almost everybody is fighting against this. It has gone beyond just destroying our environment to becoming a life-threatening issue. Let me tell you, I have always said it, even where I come from, most of the people, young people I know who moved to this Galamsey site came back with sicknesses and died. I have been called on a number of occasions to pay some bills for people with having kidney issues and liver issues, a lot. That alone, even most of them, when I meet my guys had to move, I tell them, let's wait here and try to use the land we have. Let's not go look for
Even
galamsey.
have rosewood. That's also illegal.
Illegal. No, but that one we managed to stop it. Even it's been done now. I think that the system has been able to fight it, even though it's so difficult to deal with. Yes, but I'm saying that this is a threat that is not threatening just our livelihood in the forest or our water bodies. It's now coming back to us. Anytime I go to sea, you see, it's easy for people to hold guns. Now, when they don't find the gold, what do? The roads become very dangerous to fly. This is what we should all begin to look at. It has gone beyond just an Accra issue or Hwidiem issue or one-on-one. No. Issues have happened. The MPs have given their versions. I'm sure when Honorable Collins Order comes in, if there's something for him to answer, he will go and answer. But he also said that people shouldn't run into conclusion without hearing his side of the story. Okay. The same as this MP. A young man who has found himself, sometimes these people will call you for things that you cannot even imagine. He is a politician, and sometimes those things that happen, if you want to be open with people, they know that you are fighting it. I'm sure this man will be the last person, knowing very well that you are there to make laws. And the laws also enjoin that you should be able to protect our environment. The president and everybody is crying towards one thing. You will be the last person.
But people say they saw him on
no, you see, that's what I've said, that he found himself at the wrong place at the wrong time. I just made that conclusion. He found himself at the wrong place at the wrong time.
And engage in the
all he needs to do is to calm down and explain, respond to all the calls, make sure that he isolates himself. But I'm sure nobody's going to put this under the carpet. But like I said, we have been badly exposed as politicians on this. Let's put the declaration aside and look at the issue that is threatening all of us as a people. That's the way to go. And I applaud all those who are putting up this. And then I think Asari and his team, we have Seno who's here, my brother who's here, everybody. It is time for us to rise up and be able to fight this.
Now, there's a statement from the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. It says, I want to leave the opening remark, or the opening paragraph. It says, having been adequately briefed on the matter, the Minister strongly condemns the incident which occurred on Saturday, 1st November 2025. Subsequently, the Minister has held meetings with the Speaker of Parliament and the Minister for the Interior for the conduct of swift and rigorous investigations into the unfortunate circumstances. This is in line with government's commitment to bring to book all perpetrators who aid, support, or front the continuous decimation of the environment. That's signed by Paikosi Shandov, Media Relations Officer. Yes.
See, you know, government over the years have instituted the alternative livelihood program for these miners. There was a gentleman who was saying that I make 2,000 cedis within 3 days as a result of the galamsey activity. Now, the question you ask yourself is, what economic activity can that gentleman do and make 2,000 cedis in 3 days? You understand? What it means is that over the years, the alternative livelihood program that governments have instituted within the mining communities have not yielded the right results. Because when you are telling the gentleman not to go to the pit and mine, how will he feed the family? So I don't know, as part of your research, what you guys have come up with regarding alternative livelihood for these miners. I wouldn't say illegal miners, but miners in general within the mining communities. The illegal mining is an existential threat to this country, to the extent that the pollution of the rivers is not only in Ghana. I was told that now the pollution is entering even our neighboring countries.
Burkina Faso.
Yes.
And Ivory Coast,
And in international environmental law, there is a principle that we call the producer pay principle. So once you are the one polluting the environment, you will be held responsible and accountable for the pollution, which means that in the near future, Burkina Faso, La Côte d'Ivoire, and other neighboring countries, they may want to take on the state of Ghana regarding the pollution of their water bodies from, the mining activities. And so it's a very dicey situation that I need, especially those who are within that domain, those of you who are there to take up this challenge, and all of us, as the gentleman who spoke earlier said,
I mean, it's a collective responsibility. You cannot leave this fight to a certain segment of the people. But I think more attention should be focused on the livelihood of people within mining communities. If he's making 3,000, 5,000 in a week, and you ask him to stop, that's a very difficult thing to do.
So how do, what?
Yes, so that is why I'm suggesting that we have to relook at all those policies that we have implemented in the past. You understand? I know there was a program in the past for government to give cocoa seedlings to the miners for the reclamation of the mining, you know, but these are medium to long-term, you know, projects. I also know government in the past was engaging these mining communities regarding poultry farming. You understand? So we need to relook at, but to the extent that we are not finding a viable economic activity for the miners, they will still continue to go and do what they are doing. That is one part. The second part of it has to do with the people who are actually behind the mining. I mean, somebody will tell you that the politicians themselves are the ones financing the illegal mining because they need money for their next election.
And bad business.
And to some extent, I mean, we could accept it to be true. And so to the extent that we don't identify these people and deal with them, the problem will continue to exist with that. In fact, we've started talking about this Galamsey issue, I mean, since a decade ago. Even though the mining was there, the environmental impact was not that serious. Since the administration of the MPP, we've been talking about all this. So I think that going forward, we need to relook at the economic livelihood of those miners. Most of them are school dropouts. Most of them in the mining communities. And once we are able to look at this, and I think we can be getting closer to finding a lasting solution to the illegal mining. So that will be my brief comment on it.
Great.
Well.
Yes, so when I hear people say, get some livelihood, alternative livelihood for these people, when you go to the Galamsey areas, majority of the people who tell you they get 500, 5,000, 6,000 are not even from the communities. I work with the Youth Employment Agency. When we roll out a model and we send it to these places, they even fight for the positions. We pay them 500 cedis, but they still pick them. Those who go there, if you're able to stem it in the bud over there, those inhabitants there will take all these jobs. We went and did skills training for them, and a lot of them picked it up, and they were doing it. But people move from their communities and go there. Honorable just confirmed that people even move as far as from his constituency.
People move from Burkina Faso.
Exactly. So when you think that the person takes 10,000, 5,000, so the reason you have to get something which is bigger. No. Even something small will still be okay for them. When you go to these areas...
But his argument is that those things you say we've done,
Yes.
what have they brought to the fight against Galamsey?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's why he's calling for a re-examination.
That's what I'm saying, that if you're able to really stop the Galamsey over there, those who migrate from their areas to go there to do this mining will not be there. So the people there will be able to really continue with their farming, because when they were growing up, their parents were engaged in farming and so on. They will continue. And if there are skills training that you do, fortunately, the government says you will continue what we started. You know, we started the skills training. We did 10,000 people where we trained them in hairdressing and so on. Now the government is saying that they will continue. And NYA is taking up that charge. When you go to areas like this, the people, the inhabitants, the real inhabitants embrace it. And they do it. And they embrace it. But you see, people who come from far away will come there and pollute the waters. Because if they are drinking the water, they may not be able to pollute the water. But you see, I think the campaign that Joy News is doing is really telling us one thing. Dear Mahama, stop Galamsey now. It means the president will be able to really solve the Galamsey today. He said he will go after the kingpins. NAIMOS told us that they had arrested 1,400 people over the last 8 months. Yeah. Out of the 1,400, how many of them are kingpins? We are yet to see a single kingpin, but fortunately now, we know the kingpins. We know those who really supported them to even attack a police station.
On this case, you have been judged.
They are the kingpins. No, you
have been judgmental.
But where are the kingpins? Because you see, according to the president, at that time, he said, we were arresting only small boys that when he is elected, he will even give them amnesty to come back because there are campaigns in it. And now names of MPs, party officials MCs are being mentioned. They are the kingpins. Because who enabled them? They are the enablers. Because if an MP could go there and stand there, haggle with them for 2 hours, and after that it didn't work out, they go to the police station, mobilize. He's saying that, well, he is not from there, from the north. From Kenya City to Hwidiem is not far away. Again, he has been a parliamentary candidate twice before winning the elections. So they work together with Collins Dauda. Collins Dauda, almost all the MPs go to his constituency to. I have been to the constituency to work for parliamentary candidates. So I know that indeed all of them will mobilize and come and work for him. So they know the boys over there. You know those in the other constituency. All the boys, all the constituency executives in the Sisala West, you know them.
But to mobilize them within a short period.
You see, it's not mobilizing. You see, when he went there and was haggling with them, the boys started calling people. They started calling. And that is how they were able to mobilize.
The guys, my brother, I can confidently tell you that one Galamsey site can employ over 1,000 people.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So that Galamsey site alone can get that 600 people.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So it means that he didn't mobilize them. They were
No, the police says he mobilized
That's
them.
the point I'm trying
According
to
to the police, he
that.
mobilized them from the site to go and attack.
You see, that the twin is that that's why we operate within the confines of law, and principle of natural justice means that you have to listen to both sides. So he's been called to respond. Let's listen to what he.
We listen to Erastus, who is in the middle.
Yeah, no.
You know, police is on the other side. He is also on the other side. With the Galamsey.
They will just
now Erastus, who is a journalist, is saying that all that he has told us about how the MP went there,
even
tried to stop them and so on. He is standing by the story because he has a video to read.
No, this morning I even listened to Erastus too, but I think all that will be put in a pool and then we'll come out with a resource. That's it.
This is a test case for the president.
Of course.
Whether he will be able to.
There were many test cases that the president came out.
Well,
stop the
thank you very much. Doc, I'll give you the last word.
Yes.
Help stop the Galamsey, please.
So, listening to everyone here, and then Senyo Hosi, who is a convener, I think we need to come together as a people and then address the menace associated with this small-scale mining and Galamsey. You know, we have the licensed small-scale miners, like I said, and the illegal miners who are the Galamseys. Their operations, both the licensed ones and the illegal ones, their operations pollute water bodies and degrade land. That's a fact. This alternative livelihood, my brother, excavator operator, they pay him 800 Ghana cedis a day. Chop money. The money you use to eat or drink or anything. I think 500 Ghana or 200 Ghana a day. After that, they are fed morning, afternoon, evening on site. So if somebody is doing this job and you tell the person to go and do a rice farm, maize farm or whatever.
He should go back to his constituency.
So now, in my view, and in the views of a lot of mining technocrats that I've listened to, small-scale mining is in our law. If you look at Minerals and Mining Act 2006, Act 703, Section 80, all the way down, if you are a Ghanaian, 18 years and above, with sound mind, you can apply for a license and you'll be given a concession to mine legally, small-scale mining.
All right.
Please,
our time is up, so wrap.
Yeah, 1 second. So now, whether we like it or not, it is instituted in the law. What we can do to address this is the menace associated with the operations, which is the water pollution and land degradation. There are technologies, my brother, that we can bring it on board, implement for them to mine without polluting water bodies.
Absolutely.
And then also do concurrent reclamation to address the menace associated with small-scale mining.
Absolutely.
And Galamsey, that is what the minister wants to bring, but there is no money.
There is
no money. That is a fact. As the minister, he will tell you he's struggling to get money.
We should declare state of emergency on our water bodies. On our water bodies alone.
You see,
yes, when we declare state of emergency on our water bodies, what will happen? You don't need money to do this.
For the water bodies, I agree that.
Yes.
But anybody mining on the water body is illegal.
So we should declare state of
nobody should mine on our water bodies.
The government cannot do that.
This man
So
and his
the state
government
of emergency is unnecessary.
an airline that even gave the chance to permitting people to mine at the what.
But the
For
minister
the last
has
10 months,
you have not been able
we are
to
just
do
taking
that.
it out.
Vote.
You see, you brought it on.
You are doing it in the foreign sector. That's why you have.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. I'm grateful to you. I'm grateful. This one says, hello, gentlemen. This one says, good morning, Kojo. Please, the Galamsey devastation should not be ascribed to our children in the future. It is now. God willing, we'll be alive in the next 5 years. And if things continue as they are, we will feel its repercussions all over the country. Mr. Justice Kobna brought this one in from Dompim. Thank you very much. Nelson Kujo Kuagbeji is head of finance, Melbourne Capital. Mohammed Batagla is MP for Sisala East. He will be moving to the west, and then he will move. He is also a member of the TOR board. Awal Mohammed is a member of the MPP's national communications team, and Dr. Owusu is a mining engineering consultant based in the US of A, but he's in Ghana to see what. If he's given $200 million, he can help us find it. Well, we'll take a break here. We will be back with more. Please do stay on the AM show.